Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. And by the way, if it is your first time here at Totally Magic channel, we really do appreciate the subscription, the like, the share, the thumbs up, it all helps. Oh, and don't forget the little bell, the notification bell, that way you're reminded every time we upload a new trick. Now, today I've got a bit of a gambling game called 50-50. We're going to come to the pack in a moment because I have removed two cards already from the pack, and they're two cards that most people remove and throw away. I tend to keep them and they're in my wallet. The two cards are the Jokers, and I want to have a little bit of a gambling game with you before we start using the two Jokers. Now, just two cards, but we're not interested in the faces, but the backs. You see, I've written on the back of one of these in large letters the word no. On the other one, I've written the word yes. And the idea is that you're going to try and guess where they are. So I'm going to mix them up to begin with, just to confuse you. And I'm then going to lay one card on the table. I want you to tell me, is the card on the table a yes or a no? It's the yes card. Actually, it's the no card. You see, I have the yes card here. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll give you a second chance. Yeah, a little gamble for you. Two cards. Once again, I'm going to shuffle these up and lay one card on the table. This time, which card am I holding? The yes or the no? The yes, are you sure? So you think I'm holding the yes, so what card is on the table? The no card. Actually, if we take a look, I'm actually holding the no card. On the table was the yes. I'm going to give you one more chance. I know how frustrating it can be, but I want you to imagine that we've now got a pile of cash on the table, virtually. You can win that cash if you get this next one right. To make it a little bit more difficult, so you can't follow which card is which, I'm going to put them both in my wallet, and I'm going to remove them one at a time. Now, that could be the yes or it could be the no. But that one could be the yes or the no as well. You've got to take a gamble. Which one of these two cards is the yes? If you get it right, the cash is yours. This one here. This is the one with yes. Do you want to change your mind? You do. You want to go for that. Are you sure you don't want to change it back? So I'm going to get rid of this card here and put it back into the wallet. You said this card is the yes card. For the money, I get to keep. It's a no card. You should have stuck to your guns and stuck to the one that you started off in the first place. Here. And that is a good little 50-50 gambling game. But what happens when we get to the pack of cards? There's 52 chances here. I want you first of all pick any card. Now the spectator will pick a card. It's an absolute free choice on there. They can return it back to the pack and we can lose it in the pack somewhere. And we can lose it because it's not one of those tricks where you take a card and I find it. You're going to find it by chance, luck. If we take the cards, we give them a quick shuffle like this, and in fact we can give them several shuffles. In fact, let's do a professional shuffle, what some people call professional. Yeah, where you shuffle the cards like that and that. Does that look better? Much more professional. And let's just check that your card isn't at the bottom, okay, and it's not on the top. Yeah, so we know it's somewhere lost in the pack. Because what I want you to do is the first game we're going to play is 50-50. I want you to attempt to cut exactly half the cards from these. Now that doesn't look bad, you've done a good job. Shall we check? Remember, we're looking for 26 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Here we go. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Now that's not bad. You're a couple of cards out, but you lost. It's not your day, is it? We're going to eliminate those cards you cut. That leaves us with half the pack. The chances of your card being in there is 50-50. I want you to take those cards and I want you to deal out 2 piles of cards. Now you can begin dealing here or here. It's up to you where you start. Now what I'd like you to do is to hand me one of those packs. You happy with those? Yeah? I'm going to get rid of these. We'll eliminate another 50% of the cards. Shall we see how many you've got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not looking good, is it? 13. Unlucky for some. Gamblers hate the number 13. It's always unlucky. Let's hope it's not unlucky for you. You got 13 cards. I want you to take those and deal out as though we were both playing a game of cards. So deal to me, you, etc. Now of course I'm not playing this game, it's your game. So we're going to get rid of my hand of cards. You're now left with a few cards and I want you to eliminate half of those, but in a random way. I want you to deal 1 card for yourself and get rid of the next one. So deal, eliminate, deal, eliminate, deal, eliminate. By chance, you've arrived at 3 cards, 3 random cards. Push any one of those cards forward. Are you happy with that choice? We shall eliminate these 2 cards here. You had a choice of any card. You've gambled away 51 cards. By chance, you've ended up with 1 card. And is that your card? It is. I bet you wish we had the cash now on this winner. And that is a 50-50 chance card trick. Practice and enjoy. Hope you enjoyed that little gambling game. Now it was kind of divided into 2 tricks. You might prefer just to do the main card trick, or you might prefer to do the little packet effect. I think the packet effect, because it's so short and sweet, I thought it was a good intro to the main trick, which is the deck. Now let's go through in stages. By the way, the yes-no premise I've always been a great fan of ever since I watched Derren Brown perform a yes-no routine with Stephen Merchant. Search it out on YouTube, absolutely fantastic. If you know which book that appears in, let me know. So I decided to come up with my own variation. Now let's go through this part first of all. You need the jokers, but you need 3 of them. There's not 2. And on 2 of these, you write the word no, and on 1 of them, you write the word yes. You also need a wallet. In fact, you don't need this if you don't want to do the 3rd phase of the routine. But I like this. This is called a Z-fold wallet, Z-fold wallet, whatever you like to call it, because you can show either side. You can pick these up cheaply off eBay. Now, the way the cards are stacked, you have the no, the yes, the no. And these go into the wallet. Now I'm going to just go through this quickly because you should be able to guess how it's performed. But let me show you how I perform this. I remove the cards and say we've got the 2 jokers. Now most people will believe you at this stage because you do normally get 2 jokers in a deck of cards. So why wouldn't they believe you? So 2 cards. I'm holding 2 cards as one here. Now what I do is I then flip the packet over. I'm going to remove the top card and say I wrote the word no on here. Now on here they see the yes. I've got 2 cards there. The beauty of this, which is a great optical illusion, when I put this to the back and say the other card I've got is the yes, they see the no here, they believe that's the one you just showed them. Of course it's not. You then just hold them and say we're going to play a little game, a guessing game, yes and no. You then just pull these up to yourself and you're going to handle these cards squarely, and this is what I do. I just pull off the back card, put it to the front, obviously they don't see that. You pull the next card, the no, and put that to the front, and I'm going to place on the table the word no. The yes is showing here with the other no there. Keep these squared. I then just turn it over and hold it like this, and I then say, is that a yes or a no? Now if they said it was a yes, then you can just say actually I've got the yes, this is a no, so that's not a problem. But what happens if they said that's a no card? Well, all I do, I then say, so you think that's a no, so you're telling me that I've got the yes card, and as I say that I'm going to pick up their card like this, and you're saying that I've got the yes card. I square the cards, but when I turn this card that they believe is the one that I was holding, I flip it over and say I've actually got the no card. I put this to the back and then flip this over to say the one on the table was actually the yes. Okay, but good guess. You can then repeat this a second time, and what I do to mix it up a bit, I do exactly the same. I put the no on the table. Always put the no on the table. I'm holding the yes here with the other no behind. I hold it exactly the same, so exactly the same move. But this time, rather than ask them to guess what's on the table, I want to make it slightly different. I say, what do you think I'm holding? Now, if they said no, then again, you've already won. Okay? But if they said yes, then what I do, I say, so you believe that this on the table is the word no. And I pick up exactly the same movement to keep it consistent. And I say, actually, I haven't got the yes, I've got the no. And I put it to the back. The one on the table was yes. Either way, you can never lose. All right. Now, finally, I flip this over and I say, let's bring some money into it. And I then open the wallet and I push the cards in like this. I pick up the wallet and keep it facing towards me. I'm then going to remove the 2 cards. So watch the performance. I lay the first one down and the second one down. They're both no. So they're never going to win. As soon as you've laid that down, I close up the wallet and just casually pull it down on the table, and it's on the flap that shows it empty. Go through the performance of them choosing either one of these. Now, if they said that was the yes card, you pick up this, you pick up the wallet, and you're going to put this in here. Pull it up towards yourself because you don't want them to see the back. You put it in, close it and put it down. See how casual, you're not making a big deal of this. They're never going to get it right. That's the no. And the beauty of this, the real convincer, is when you open up the wallet and remove the yes card, everything seems clean. You've handled 2 cards throughout, and I think that works really well. Now, you could end it at that. And the reason I only do this 3 times is because I think if you do it too many times, then the spectator starts to watch your movements with the cards again and again. So the final part I'm going to go through, and if you just follow the actual moves that I did on the performance, the trick will work. Let me just quickly go through. They choose a card and they have to, you need to work it so it's 12 cards from the bottom. Okay, now the way I do that is that once I've shuffled their card, I control it to the bottom, and then when I shuffle, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then I drop the whole pack and say, I tell you what, let's do a proper shuffle. I shuffle down most of the cards, then this. Basically, you want their card, 12th card from the bottom. Now, I'm sure you guys will have an alternative way of doing that. Okay, that's up to you. But I get it like that. Another way you could do this is when they choose their card, so let's say they pick that card again, and you could say, well, you had a choice of any of these. You could do what I've done in other performances, choose 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, and say, put your card back in the pack. You shut this up, and then you do a shuffle. And by doing a shuffle, the first 12 cards you're reversing. Once you know you've gone past the 12th card, you can just do any shuffle, and that again will get their card in the 12th position from the bottom. But again, I'm sure you'll work out a way to do that. You get them to cut half the cards as the first game. You count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and whatever's left over, you drop on top of here. You want exactly 26 cards in the packet you're going to use. Eliminate these. You're now left with this packet. If you follow the routine, it works automatically. So eventually, they deal out the cards in 2 piles. Whichever card they deal first, that pile will contain their cards. So if they dealt here first, I know that this packet is going to have their card in it. So I've got to eliminate this. What I tend to say is, hand me a pack. If they hand me this one, I say we'll eliminate these. If they hand me this one, we'll say get rid of those, and we're going to use the cards that you handed to me. What I want you to do though is, let's count the cards. Now I need to reverse these. So I count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's always going to be 13 because that's half of 26. You then say unlucky for some. Once you've reversed them, they will then begin to deal the cards out. Now, as with any deal, you always deal to the other person first. So once they deal the cards out, their chosen card will automatically be in amongst these. You can get rid of your hand of cards. Now, finally, they're going to keep one, delete one, keep one, delete one, keep one, delete one. Now, their card is that middle card there. There it is. It's automatic. It's almost self-working. All I do is I spread the cards out, pushing their card here. I don't leave it in the middle because people subconsciously don't choose a middle because they think that's the obvious one. So they normally go for an end one. So I say this. Now it's magician's choice here. When they push forward that, I say we'll get rid of these. But what if they had pushed forward this one? I then ask them to push forward another one. If they do this one, you get rid of those and say you've left yourself with that one, the chosen one. What if they push forward this one and then this one. You say we'll get rid of this. We've got 2 cards. Hand me one of those cards. If they hand you their card, you say get rid of that. This is the one we're left with. Either way, as you know, magician's choice, you've got to get them to take that card. Play it how you think it works out. I'm sure you'll come up with other ways of presenting this, but that is your 50-50 card trick.